Welcome, combatants, to another day in the arena. It's your boy James, aka NeuralNet Games, and today I am bringing you my God Sword of Prismari deck, which all started because I was like, I'm gonna use Forging the Tyrite Sword. It just feels like such a good card that can ramp and really be annoying. And this deck is the definition of annoying. It is so flippin' resilient. It did drastically better than I thought it was going to do today. I only lost 2 times in all of today. And I played it like I really wanted to make sure I had the right list. So I tested this deck a lot. Like it has probably over 70% win rate today. And today I also played the most epic match ever. 49-minute game where I fought off an Azorius control deck until they were down to 2 cards. And I had to make this huge gamble and basically cast Mascot 3 times, then cast a Lier, then Fateful Absence, a Hullbreaker they had out. And I had to gamble that they didn't have a Doomskar. It was the only way to do it, okay? I kill their Hullbreaker Horror. I have 2 life. They have a Hall of the Storm Giants and like 25 mana. They have 4 key to the archive. It's just ridiculous. So I gamble. I get a big board up to block the Hall of Storm Giants. I'm dead to only Doomskar. They pull a Doomskar. They play the Doomskar and they auto tap their Hall of the Storm Giants when they have over 25 mana. They had me dead to rights. They Doomskar the whole board. They tap the Hall of Storm Giants. If the person playing that deck is watching this, I just want to let you know I'm not making fun of you. It's so unfortunate. It was a very long game. I think the person was fatigued and it was just crazy. They just insta-conceded. They only had 2 cards left in their deck. It was completely wild. It was the wildest game. Anyways, this deck, fully powered up. I went through multiple hull breakers. It was just crazy. One thing I should have in here though is maybe a Field of Ruin, because that game taught me that maybe having a Field of Ruin in here is good. So it's really tough with this mana base, but I think you can probably put a Field of Ruin in here. In fact, I think the Den of the Bugbear goes out and you put in a Field of Ruin, right? Just have one at least. Maybe you take out 1 more, but that's enough for now. Okay, so what does this deck do? Let's actually do this. So okay. I wanted to play Forging the Tyrite Sword. Also, I was like, how do I use Galazeth Prismari? These cards actually work super well together because you create a lot of treasure, you ramp, and you get yourself into a situation where you've got mana and you've got Halvars, right? And so if you've got a Galazeth Prismari and enough mana, you get to cast it on your turn and then protect it right away with a Halvar sword, the Sword of the Realms, which is 2 mana, equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has vigilance, and whenever it dies, it returns to its owner's hand. And so very, very useful for keeping our 2 finishers in here alive, which is Lier and Galazeth Prismari. So really cool synergies there. And then it's really nice to even just have a Halvar himself with a Sword of the Realms, because creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike. And then the rest of the deck is essentially a control deck that does a ton of cool things, right? We can really slow our opponents down with Sunset Revelries. We can get our Geistchannelers out and they make Discover the Formula much cheaper. And they're also really good for, making a cheap Brittle Blast, making a cheap Silundi Vision to go digging really hard, even make a cheap Doomskar. Or you're going to see me, I think this is in the footage, I double Geistchanneler a Seagate Restoration, so it only costs me 3 mana. Like, pretty sick stuff, right? Then we've got Mimics. Again, these guys are artifacts, so if they're out while Galazeth Prismari is out, they just become an insta-tap for casting sorceries or instants. And they're a creature that dodges board wipes and can help us finish off our opponent, because we like wiping the board and we like our stuff staying alive. So it's so nice to have a Sword of the Realms on like a Galazeth or a Lier and just wipe the board, play them again. And the Mimic dodges the wipe. 2 Shatterskull Smashing in here because, again, we have a lot of mana at certain points. And so late game pulling one of these, you can often nuke even 2 strong creatures. 4 divides so that we can go over here to our sideboard. 1 environmental sciences, 2 reduced to memory, and 1 introduction to annihilation, because these games go long and you want to get rid of the meat hooks. You want to get rid of all those kind of really annoying permanents that stick around for a while and are just annoying. 1 teachings. We're not, I don't know. It was hard to use today. And 2 mascots. This is another finishing condition for us after we've, made our opponent's life really, really tough by doing all these annoying things. Silundi Vision allows us to just dig for a good sorcery. Brittle Blast is good against those decks where, people are bringing stuff back by the graveyard. You're going to see me literally kill 3 gold span dragons in a reanimator against a reanimator deck when they oh, it's just nasty. It's so flippin' nasty. Okay, talked about Halvar and Galazeth. In case anyone doesn't know, he's a 3/4 flyer. When he enters the battlefield, create a treasure token, and then all artifacts you have add 1 mana of any color to cast sorceries or instants. So this works so good. This little combo here, and here in the late game means we just have a ridiculous amount of mana. And we have 2 ways of protecting Lier. We have 1 with the sword and 2 divides and things like that. And we just have a ridiculous amount of mana. And we've also potentially made our divides cheaper with Discover the Formula and the Geistchanneler, right? And so it becomes we become insanely powerful because we have a bunch of cheap spells and a graveyard with a ton of instants and sorceries. And the ability to protect our guys. So late game, we're just so annoying. We are so flippin' annoying. Discover the Formula, seek 3 non-land cards, then non-land cards in your hand perpetually gain the spell, cost 1 less to cast. 1 Emeria's Call, late game finisher. Seagate is really good for us because we can reduce the cost of the spell. We've got 25 total lands in here, 2 Hall of the Storm Giants, and I was running a Den of the Bugbear, but I think you should take that out. Anyways, this deck is so much better than you think. It is very, very synergistic. It can survive against aggro quite well, and it's just actually really awesome, but it takes forever to play the games. And also, if you really enjoy your opponents just going like, what is happening? This is definitely the deck for you. So make sure you try it out. Thanks so much for watching. And if the deck is good, if you like it, if you're enjoying the videos, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications. That is the little bell, because if you don't turn that on, YouTube, it's just an enigma. It does whatever it wants. It could wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 days. It waits however long it feels to show you my videos. So if you want to see them right away, notifications is key. Okay, that's enough. Let's get to it. Okay. I think it's actually a keepable hand, though. Yeah, I think it's a keepable hand. As crazy as that sounds, I actually think it's a keepable hand. We're going to go here because we have no turn 1 play. We're going to go here. We have 1 of each color. We don't have 2 white, though. That's the problem here. I guess I'm going to throw a Geistchanneler down for the Seagate. Or is it a Doomskar to get ready? It's probably a Doomskar here. I just want to have it in the holster when I need it. I can last for a while. I'll probably get to my mana. That may just slow him down anyways. Just the actual Foretell with a deserted beach out. If you see a Foretell on deserted beach, you're like, no. This sucks. There's a Halvar. Okay. So okay. I guess we're just going Geistchanneler here. And yeah, our Seagate goes down to 5, and we're not far off getting our Seagate. I mean, technically, if we play this for blue, we could really Seagate in 2 turns. Are they gonna Blizzard Brawl me here? No, they're not. Well, they could. It doesn't matter. They don't need to be invincible. They level up Ranger class. Okay. We'll block the non 3/3. And if they pull some sort of snakeskin veil out, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I think this makes sense to go blue anyway, so I don't think we lose anything by going blue. They frostbite. Okay. Let's go blue again. I can actually Geistchanneler and play Halvar here, or I can foretell something else. Let's go Seagate. And then, yeah, let's play Halvar out. And we'll see what happens, but I mean, it just sucks that we had to kind of play out so many cards to get this going, but that's okay. It's still going to be draw 3 for 3 blue. I get a Kessig Naturalist, okay. Okay, I have 3 mana. Unless I draw a land, I can't use this and Seagate. So do I just block here? I think I actually do just sacrifice here, and I know I can't use the Sword of the Realms, but I probably won't use it anyways. And then if I do get a white and Doomskar, then like that. The Sword of the Realms would have been really good. I can just full mana Doomskar here, which I think I have to do. Yeah, but if I do it this way, I get to Seagate next turn for more cards. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Because it's going to be 4 card draw, right? If I keep it in my hand. That should give us enough gas to outlast them. Okay. Totally fine. Them being at 3 mana is definitely hampering them. We're in really good shape now against this deck. This deck is quite resilient, actually. This deck has surprised me today. I decided to build because of the Tyrite sword. I was just like, I'm going to build a deck with Tyrite sword in it. That's how things happen. And you going to sacrifice it and kill my Sword of the Realms? Don't you dare do that. All right. That's a lot of mana. Here's where I can actually play out a Doomskar. I can foretell it, sorry, not play it out. Me no good at talking. They're in the tank because of the foretell. They don't have enough to get super hasty on me, so I don't have to worry too much. They're not going to get an Arsonist on me or anything yet. Yeah, Werewolf Pack Leader is fine. Okay. I can just Doomskar again here. I have 3 blue. Yeah, let's go white here. Let's go 1 more white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I could play a Halvar out. I can Doomskar. No, I can't. 1, 2, 3 white mana, so I cannot do both. I could Halvar and equip him here. I think that's pretty strong. I mean, they can't really do anything about it. I mean, potentially they can, Blizzard Brawl and kill him and then attack me for 6. That's pretty risky, actually. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Just decline on that. Let's see what they've got here. Blizzard Brawl gets them there, but they don't have another snow-covered land, right? They only have 2. Their mana problems have definitely not helped them this game. They can sacrifice this if they want to destroy the artifact, and that's also okay. I guess maybe there's a case to Doomskar first and play something else. Just stop asking me for that, please. Yeah, so they can do a couple things, right? They can get kind of fancy. They can attack with the Outland Liberator and then sacrifice it, right? So what we'll do is we won't block the Werewolf Pack Lier. We'll block the Outland Liberator. They're having a very hard time putting this one together. So they become 4/4, which I think is okay. Okay, so we'll just not block. I'm positive they can't kill us here. And then we also have a Discover the Formula next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, okay, so if I discover the formula, I just need to make sure I have 1 white left, and I can Fateful Absence as well. I'm going to leave Halvar back in case, just because, and I'm also going to play this as a land, because I want more mana. Enters tapped. They get their 4th. So yeah, we'll discover the formula, right? Okay, so let's discover the formula. It's gonna leave blue and red open, really? Jeez. Whatever. Why would it leave blue and red open? I guess maybe it's not good enough to make that call. Now the question is, yeah, is it Fateful Absence? Okay. We're going to see if they play something else here. Like if they Blizzard Brawl or something, I want to wait. Snakeskin Veil is also a pretty big pain. We do it now. Even if they have Snakeskin Veil, it's still, this is exactly what's going to happen. Okay, so now we block. And then we just Doomskar. And we have so much mana here. And then we have 3 Divide by Zeros. I think we're going to be all right. Yeah, no. What do we want to go get? Let's just go get Mascot. They can't do anything against a Mascot. Like, they got nothing. They got nothing against Mascots. That is just nasty. I guess we just Mascot and then we save a Divide. Yep. That should be pretty much enough to win the game. Just how many divides we have is enough to win the game. Just a full mitt of divide by 0. Nope. I guess we're just going to go take like an introduction to Annihilation. Okay, if I attack in with my Hall of the Storm Giants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I still have enough for a cheap divide. That will be it. Yep, there's nothing they can do. No Tyrite sword first game? Come on. Ridiculousness. You know they're just screaming right now. And they're done. All right. Okay, I am on the play. Yeah, with a pretty good hand. We got all the mana we need. We got a divide. We got some stuff to take care of aggro. You guys just missed the most epic game. I'm actually going to talk about it in the intro, but right now, live time, it's right after the game. Unreal. Unreal game. We're going to play a Geistchanneler here. One of the craziest games of my life. You're not going to be seeing it because it was 49 minutes, which I also am going to talk about in the intro, but right now I haven't done it, so I have to talk about it. It's the craziest flipping game. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Okay, sorry, I was lost in thought. There. We got a cheap divide. We got a Mimic. The Cathartic Pyre. The Desperate. We're going to play a Mimic and keep a divide up next turn. We're not going to attack. Yeah, you can do this. Last turn. This is a sack mana, so I don't really want to use that, but they have 4 potential mana now. They do nothing. This really sucks. I guess I could attack with my Mimic and keep up. Yeah. Keep up my divide. I don't have enough to discover anyways. They take 3. They're at 17. So they're playing some sort of Golgari list. Oh, they want to bring in a Goldspan Dragon. I'm not going to allow them to do that, though. Okay. So what would I rather do? So that costs them 5. The Goldspan Dragon costs them 5. They bring that back from the graveyard. They attack. I don't think it really matters, does it? Let's just do this. They can still cast it anyways. I think I want Environmental Sciences here. Yeah. I do. Ooh, the extra land is just so nice right now. It's going to be blue. I put to set 5 mana. We're going to Environmental Sciences, but then I have to sack my Mimic, and I really don't want to sack the Mimic. All right. Let's just hold back for the moment. We'll Brittle Blast it, especially if they're going to Diregraph Rebirth. Okay, let's take care of that. And that's an exile, baby. Such a jerk. They have less cards. The only thing we would get out of it is 2 1/1s, so I don't think I care about that. 2 white. I don't need 2 red, though, so I'm going to go blue. I only need 1 red. And then we can get ourselves into a Discover the Formula. We're just going to hold off here. Diregraph Rebirth again. Okay, they're going to be so mad. Nope. I know some people have called me out for being a little bit snarky with my laughing and stuff, and all I gotta say is I'm sorry, but I work so hard at playing Magic that I somewhat revel in my opponents. I don't know how I want to say this. I revel in their misery. That's kind of messed up, but that's just how it works. We're in pretty good shape overall here. We're going to Discover the Formula. We're going to have a cheap Sunset and a Fateful Absence. Okay, you do all that good stuff. Discover is going to be really nice here. I guess I'm going to Discover and then Fateful Absence with my Mimic. I mean, I think it's just the best play. It's got to be the best play right now. Except, or I could just save my Brittle Blast for it, is probably better, and just take the 4. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. They have 2 cards. We have 5 cards. Yeah, I'm just going to main phase here. Sorry about that. That's pretty much just going to decimate their deck. I get Forging the Tyrite Sword here. I get to create some treasure. I'm going to save the Shatterskull, and I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah, the flashback is 7 on it. But they can't get... I've got 3 of their gold spans. Oh, that's so dirty. A Demon of Loathing, okay. Let's get rid of that. We'll save our Sunset Revelry for when it really matters. 1, 2, and we're going to have a lot of mana, so even a Shatterskull is going to be super powerful because it's going to double damage when I get it to 6, so we're definitely not playing that as the land. We'll just play Forging the Tyrite Sword here. Ooh, we can do that too. We'll Forge the Tyrite Sword and foretell that. People are like, what are you doing? What is this fool doing? What is this absolute fool doing? Okay, foretell is good. We don't really want to attack. We're going to pass the turn. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of mana next turn. And we're going to start going and getting Halvars here. We'll go get the sword first and have it played out so that when Halvar comes out, we can put it on right away. Okay, they're going to play their little guy again, and we can just Doomskar again if we want. Or I can Shatterskull. What do I want to do? What makes the most sense here? 3 cards in hand. I could Sunset. I could Doomskar and then Sunset Revelry here. I have 3 white, so I can do it. That's a pretty good play. I mean, they should be at least trying to put a little damage on me here. Is this even? Has more life than you. Okay. So if they attack with both, I'll actually just let them through. Come on. I guess I have the Mimic. The Mimic fear. Okay, let's go get one. And then next turn we'll get another one. Okay. I don't think I want to spend all my treasure. I think I just want to Doomskar. Sunset Revelry does not get me a card. So I'm just going to foretell. And then actually I'm going to spend one of the treasures getting the sword out. We have done a lot of killing this game. They get a Moonveil Regent. They're going to hate me so much. And they do a 0-point meat hook. Okay. We got lots of stuff to deal with that. Lots of permanents. Okay, then. They play their land. So do I just go ahead and just nuke it or what? I get another Halvar. That's kind of insane, isn't it? Let's play Halvar out and equip them because they have nothing. (6/4) double striker. I think that's all right. Yeah, just decline it. I hate how this works. You should just be able to decline the whole action in the beginning. So what can they do to actually kill me? Basically nothing, right? This is a double striker for 12. We got Shatterskull Smashing. Yeah. I'll probably just Shatterskull them here, right? Met one. Yep. I can put 15 on them, so I won't bother attacking with the Mimic here. Two damage. If they do, I might just Sunset Revelry for the card. No, I won't get the card. I'll just get the life. Is that good enough? I would really, really be sick right now. I do have a blocker here. I think I'm going to do it. God, so annoying. It's almost not worth playing this damn card just because of that. Yeah, and then we get a Mimic next turn. We can put the sword on the Mimic as well. I am going to Sunset Revelry just to... I'm so dumb. Obviously, I can't Sunset Revelry now. I would have had to have done it first before I did 12 damage to them. But that's okay. I mean, they're not going to win. Wow. Okay. Do we want to keep this? Yes, we do. We most certainly do. Okay, we're playing against this deck. Fair enough. Probably a Mimic before a Doomskar, maybe? And we're going to be going... Hopefully we get some learn stuff so we can go get Destroy Permanents. Or is it just... No, it's Doomskar first. What if they're running a discard build? It's Doomskar first. Foretell Doomskar first and protect it. Better make sure I'm recording here. My toolbar is suddenly just not working. Oh, there it is. Came back. Okay, what did we get? A Halvar. Oh, Halvar's good. But first we're going to foretell this. Brittle Blast is good against this deck too. We're going to save it for their Blood Artist. Blood Artist is the #1 thing they can do to hurt me. Sunset Revelry is pretty good right now, but not as good as I would like. They only have 4 cards in hand. I can play a Mimic. I can play a Halvar. Probably the Sword first. A little more mana would be really good. You get a Bloodthirsty Adversary. Oh. Okay. That makes no sense in this deck. Like, it really doesn't. Like, it just makes no sense. I could Sunset Revelry right now, but then I don't get to my Doomskar for sure. So let's get the Mimic. Yeah. We're only going to take 4. They get a Kalane now, too. Okay. I don't know what they're doing in this deck. Cursebound Witch is not very good unless it's in, like, a slower sack deck. Like, it's not good in an aggro deck. I don't know what this person's really doing here. Okay. That's not what I wanted. So is it just a Doomskar here? This is painful. I don't think I have any choice. Sunset Revelry's pretty good right now, though, too, right? What if I played a Mimic, right? And then used 1 to Sunset Revelry. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. All right. So annoying. I can't even equip my sword. Yeah, stupid. I've got a Lier. I've got all these things I can do, but I just am having a hard time getting there. We still have a Brittle Blast for something else. We can still get some life and some blockers, so I don't think we're, like, you know, in horrible shape, but... Now, if they put that 4-mana curse on me, I'm gonna be in fairly bad shape. So hopefully they didn't pick that, although I think they have, what, a 40% chance of hitting it? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, the Trespassers. Oh no, that's not it. There's another curse. It's like 3 and a black, and I think you have to sacrifice a permanent or you take 3 damage. A 2/3 Kalane? No? I'm confused what happened there. Okay. This is definitely coming in for the flippin' land. But do I want to take 3 damage? Probably not, right? So let's play this for the land. I don't think I can really afford to take the damage here. Let's Sunset Revelry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I can play one other card before my Sunset Revelry, I cannot. The only other thing I could do is go Mimic, but that's okay. Life and 2 creatures is going to have to be good enough. Life and 2 life? Again, not a very effective card against this deck, except in that exact circumstance. They get an Immersturm Predator, which... yeah, we have to actually get rid of... It has to die, so it becomes indestructible, right? So we can't quite get there yet. We've got to go Mimic here. And then if we divide it, they can sacrifice in response, right? Yeah. I can equip one of these guys too. It's kind of silly, but I don't think I can use the divide on anything else. Although, you know what? If I divide it, they can't play it again. We're going to pass a turn. Who cares about the 3-1? I'm going to divide it with my Mimic if they don't put a land down. And that'll buy us some time. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then let's divide here. And then what do I actually want? I got to take an environmental sciences here, clearly. It's really annoying, but that's how she goes. Let's double up on Klein here. Take 3. Lose 1. Reduce the overall damage over the next few turns. Okay, so I get a Lier. I think environmental sciences is the first thing that needs to be done, though, so that we can get to 6 mana, right? What do we want? We want another... Oh, I cannot go get another white because I've got my 1 flippin' plains. So I guess it's a blue. It's a mountain. I have my other island, too. Oh, God. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, let's go here to the blue so I can't get white. Oh my goodness, man. I guess I could have equipped the sword. Would have been really good too, right? Get another Kalain. That's bad. That's bad for me. Okay, it means I Brittle Blast their Stormseeker though. Because I won't be able to use it on their Immersturm Predator. Okay, so land. Do they have something to kill the Lier if I play it? Probably, right? I think maybe it's just a Halvar, or is it a Discover the Formula? It's not a Halvar because I can't play it for that, right? It's just a Discover the Formula here. Turns tonight, don't really care. They get a 4/4 Predator. They do nothing this turn, essentially. So maybe attack with Kalain and do 1 damage to me, right? Okay. Not another white source. 20 cards in with 1 white source. I could attack that. Yeah, I think this is good because it removes 1 sack. Oh, it has Menace, that's why. I think, yeah, it would have been a good plan. Okay, so we get our other white source, right? Sunset Revelry is good here. Divide is good. So we make them sacrifice right here, right? And it goes back into their hand. They get nothing from it. Yeah, sacrifice one of your creatures. Okay. Now I can divide and yeah, I think I Sunset Revelry first, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's Sunset Revelry. We get life, we get a card, we get 2 creatures. I should resolve this though, instead of just being dumb. I don't like you. Oh, annoying. I don't get 2 creatures if I divide it first. We get another Lier. Stupid card. It's doing so much better than it should. 1, 2, 3, 4. It only leaves me with 1 mana if I play Lier. Okay, we're gonna hit him for a huge 1 damage here. I guess I'm just gonna divide it. Take your Immersturm Predator back and you can't cast it. Reduce to memory is definitely good. This is probably better though, because then I don't want to have to deal with the creature. Okay, stabilization has happened. Now it's time to take over the game. So we'll play a Halvar. They have 3 mana. Let's see what they do. They get a Reckless Stormseeker out. Okay. I'm not too worried about that. It has haste. It does not have trample. So let's go like this. Yep, no problem. We can Doomskar here. I can just play a Halvar. I only have 2 white mana. They're tapped out, so this is a really good time. That card, I don't even have that many creatures in here. Oh, it's white. Oh, stupid. Okay, I guess we're just going to do this. I keep thinking it's 2 colorless mana. I don't know why. So they play their Predator again. Go ahead. They Inferno Grasp it. You jerk. They don't play their Predator. They should be putting it on Kalane here. There you go. So this time, do I just take... I can always Doomskar here, right? Next. Yeah, we're going to do that. So let's just sacrifice both of these. I get another Kalane. Okay. Do I continue to wait? Okay, this is clearly a white source right now because I continue to need white sources. Although, it's probably actually a blue now because of Lier. So, I guess I'm going to Doomskar first. Or do I put a Lier out and put a Sword of the Realms on him? That's pretty good too, right? And then I save my Fateful Absence in case there's somebody hasty. I think Lier with Sword of the Realms is pretty good. And then we have 4 mana here. We could... Okay, let's put this on him. Let's protect him. And let's play an Environmental Sciences. Yeah, they just Infernal Grasped him, right? Or I could play a Sunset Revelry is really good right now. Still gets me 2 net life. This deck is just... It's so annoying for people to deal with. It becomes a 6/5. That's a bit of a problem, I guess. You can always just Doomskar. Does not have trample. Yeah. Okay. What do I want to do? This is kind of annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, let's play this first, right? It's going to be 9 lands. 9 lands. We have a Geistchanneler. We have a Divide by 0. We have a Fateful Absence. We have 2 Fateful Absences that both cost 1 mana. We also have a Doomskar. But then I won't have any blockers or anything. I kind of like playing the Brittle Blast here instead. Five damage there. And then we get a Divide up. We also have a Geistchanneler to get our introduction to Annihilation cheaper. Okay, yeah, I get it. Sunset Revelry again. How much do I have? I have 4 mana. I have to wait. I can divide anything I want. I have to wait to kill that with Introduction to Annihilation. Lots of other ways to kill things here. We got to discover the formula as well. We just have so much to do. I just have to make sure that is the thing that's causing me the most problems. So that's going to have to go because I do want to Sunset Revelry and get some more life. Doomscarring would be good against that too. So I'll divide this Emberstorm Predator when it comes out if they play it. Let's get Mascot's pretty good here too, right? Defense. Reduced to memory also pretty good. But I think we're going to be in good shape. I think I'll just do this first. They've had enough. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape with this, actually. Oof, a lot of things that come in tapped here. I think we have to go Shatterskull into Hall into Storm. This is by far the best. We don't have any way to get into our Tyrite sword here. But I think that makes the most sense. We can get a Mimic. We to turn 3 with a Brittle Blast and a Divide. Okay, yeah. Ba-boom. Okay. Playing Azorius Control, probably. 9 times out of 10, if you see that, that's what you're getting. I could throw a couple Forsaken Crossroads in here, maybe, too. I just hate that on the play, they're always tap lands. They Jawari it. Okay. We get into a Forging the Tyrite sword here. And they're just going to be like, what? Of course, we get 3 Brittle Blasts here. Against a deck that they're essentially useless against. Perfect. Perfect draw. That's all 3 of them in 10 cards. Okay. They're going to be at 6 mana. Can I stop them from drawing next turn? Oh, this is just ugly. I think we're going to go here. I think it still makes the most sense overall. This really sucks. This really sucks. I'm very sad right now about that. They can use their teachings. I mean, I could wait and stop their teachings for a turn and try and get lower than them. It's not the worst plan in the world, but they have 6 mana, so I guess I actually can't stop them. It's pretty good for them. They get a Professor. Well, I guess we can use our Brittle Blast on something. At least stop us from taking some damage. We get another Divide. They get a Reduce to Memory. Okay. Let's Brittle Blast the Professor right now. Pass the turn. So yeah, they're looking for Hull Breakers here. They're looking for a Lier, right? So we'll save our other 2 Brittle Blasts for Liers. I just don't want that guy poking at me for quite a long time. I don't really have anything else to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I technically have enough for Hall of Storm Giants. I could divide this. I might as well, right, and use it. They're going anyways. And make them play it again. And then we get to go learn. Probably the best thing to take against them right now is teachings. They're going to play out 1 more card. And we're going to be in pretty good shape to teachings here. They can go ahead and nuke the Tyrite sword right now if they want to. They're having a hard time deciding what to do. Okay. So we get a 3-2. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's actually fairly good against them. I think that's a pretty good sequence for us overall. We learn, we get to draw. Oh, we don't necessarily get to draw. Oh yeah, it's a 1-for-1, of course. So if I actually foretell first, yeah, either way we get it. Do I really want to foretell? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana with the treasure, right? On top of Hall of Storm Giants. I'm counting for Hall of Storm Giants. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, yeah, we've got it. I can always Lier too. I don't have a ton of protection for it. I've got one divide at this point. So I think maybe we just actually go pretty close. What are they going to do? They got to pay Ward 3. What do they have? A Fateful Absence? Okay. Let's put 10 on them here if we can. It stops them from drawing too if they've got a Memory Deluge or anything like that. They Hull Breaker. Okay. So we can just Doomskar. We can divide. Let's see if they have any protection for it. I don't think that's necessarily a bad play. They don't always have Hullbreaker there. They usually only run a couple copies. They discover the formula, which is pretty bad because they just reduce the cost of things. So they may end up killing us here. They have 3 mana left. They probably have some way to stop us. So what do we do first? Is it better to Sunset Revelry here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Yeah. Sunset Revelry is pretty good. Doomskar is also, I don't really want them to untap. I can do not both. That's the problem here. I cannot do both. Guaranteed they have something that is, and like, they even reduce the cost of their cards. And so guaranteed they have something to protect their Hullbreaker right here. Okay, they let it go. Let's pass the turn here. Maybe we can catch them with something like making some sort of mistake, right? And it's okay if they Divine Purge here too. They just happen to have a perfect little draw. Like, nothing, like, look at this. This is absolutely as good as it gets. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to divide on their end step on the Hullbreaker. They're going to have to counter it. And then we're going to Doomskar it. I expect them to try and stop this. Okay, they discover. Almost out of mana. But it probably still won't be enough. So, we really want, excuse me. We really want to Doomskar, right? They probably have something that is 1 mana. So what we do is we try and fake them out here with the divide. And let's see if they let us do it. I think a good player lets us do this here. Sorry, Joloquin. But I've got to play it this way or I'm dead. Got to do it this way. And if they have another Hullbreaker, well. Okay, perfect. soon as you're done learning. And let's just hope they don't have another one. Usually they're only running a couple in here. You're tapped out, kid. All right. Hullbreaker is not insurmountable if your opponent is not super patient. Now they can have another one, right? But still, I think I made a pretty good battle there. I battled it out. I got it. They mascot, Kate. We got a couple Brittle Blasts. They can't use their Divine Purge basically anymore. We're just going to be nice and patient here. We do have a Fateful Absence too. So what is the play here? Is the play attack with Hall of the Storm Giants? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 7 mana. I think we have to Brittle Blast here if they're running any more divides, right? And reduce some of that damage, right? And then we have a Sunset Revelry for afterwards too. We're going to just do one like that. They don't know we have the other one, and we're going to pass the turn. Because really the only way they can kill us in this deck is with Hullbreaker Horrors, and so we're just going to play it so that we can, you know, brute force through their Hullbreakers like I did before. I'm going to drink some water here. I can hear myself getting really dry. I'm sorry if you heard me gulping the water. Okay, we're at 12. They foretell. Do I want to do anything else? I don't think I want... I probably want to Brittle Blast the flyer. And then we'll make sure to get under them in cards for the Sunset Revelry here. How many cards have they gone through? They're at 34, we're at 40. Maybe we can win a War of Attrition. They can just run out of cards. They're having a real hard time of this, eh? I think they're a little frustrated they couldn't keep their Hullbreaker out. And then we're just going to keep a Fateful Absence to just brute force through them. And I haven't hit any of my Discover the Formulas yet, right? So soon I will be able to do that. Discover the Formula is actually a really good answer for Hullbreaker. You make a bunch of your stuff cheaper. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, let's just play one out. Doesn't really matter, but... Full value. Life cards, you name it. And... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can attack with my Den of the Bugbear, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What else would I rather do? I gotta put some damage on them, right? We can force a Doomskar out of them too. I'm not really worried about countering anything right now. Oh, that's not cool. It's okay though. I'm really surprised they took a lightning bolt. They foretell what, another Doomskar? Sure. Let's trade it up. They're getting frustrated. I think that feels like a frustration play to me. I have enough for Hall of the Storm Giants here too. But are they... Ooh, let's play Geistchanneler instead. Geistchanneler's good. Get a nice cheap divide here to go back and grab with our Lier. It is really beautiful. Oh, yeah. I almost want to divide my own Geistchanneler to... No, that's just stupid. Why would you do that, James? I'm positive that they have something in their hand that they... I'll just make them... If you don't want to play your Kraken, I will literally win by doing 1 damage to you per turn. 5 mana. I need more mana. Yeah, they still have no man lands. I can always divide it by 0 to learn too. Okay, another Fateful Absence. People may say, like, you're crazy. Play your Lier or something. Nope. I will not do that. Because when they play their Hullbreaker, I am going to attack it 6 times with a Fateful Absence. They Doomskar. I think I'm just going to let it go. Okay. That is like one of the funniest things ever. A Doomskar on a Geistchanneler. Okay. Get my own Doomskar here. We need something that's going to turn the game. A Galazeth Prismari, Halvar, something along those lines. That's not it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If I play Lier, I can divide 1 time. That's just not going to be good enough. They're going to run out of cards before us too. They're 4 cards ahead. Ching. Wow. Hey, did you guys notice I just put a sleeve in there? How much does that cost? Should I... Yeah, let's just Fateful Absence him, right? He doesn't do that much. We have so many Fateful Absences. They're seeing if they can divide, but I've got too much mana for you to divide it. Okay. They want a teachings? I guarantee you this person is frustrated with me right now. And it feels so good. Frustrating as Aria's control. I get another key to the archive. Okay. You just keep playing your key to the archive. I will not let you play a second sun either. If they do get a second sun, yeah, we're going to have to really... We will have to change some things. They throw away their Divine Purge. Yeah, makes sense. They get a Demonic Tutor. Okay. Yep, we're going to let them have it. And then we'll just brute force through their Hullbreaker. They're at 1, 2, 4, 5 mana right now. So they won't be able to cast it till next turn. And I've got a cheap divide, right? And I'll just save my Fateful Absence for when their Hullbreaker comes out, and then I'll just mangle it. How much is that? That costs 3. They only have 2 more mana. I'm gonna divide that. Let's go get what, a mascot? Environmental sciences? Environmental sciences. I want more land. So they have 2 mana left. We can go smack them for 7 too. But you know they went and got a Kraken, right? But does it really matter? This would be a good chance to hit him for some damage. Right? They could have a cheap divide, but that won't work on the land. They can't pay the ward cost. We're going to smack them for 7. The Hullbreaker, it's going to take a few turns for them to kill us with the Hullbreaker, and we'll just brute force Fateful Absence on their end step, and they won't be able to stop us. Okay. Okay. And then let's play a Deserted Beach here, and let's play an Environmental Sciences. We get a land. We won't really be able to stop them. We're going to go plains, though. I want as many Fateful Absences as possible. Ooh, they get their own. Yeah, they get a Lier. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go the divide game against them, right? They discover. Okay. What are they? They have divides, can't work on the land. What do they have that'll work on our land? Doomskar, Mascot, Lightning Bolt. None of these things will work. How many cards? They have a few cards in their hand, though. They have 6, 8, 9 mana. Okay, let's do a 1-point divide. They divide our divide. Okay. They divide there. And they divide Lier themselves. Okay. Yeah. They have 6 total mana left. I think I'm going to play this as the Sword of the Realms. They got rid of their Divine Purge. I think it's totally fine to play this here. They've got lots of ways to kill it, but we'll force them to use one of their, like, Return to Memory or whatever it is. And then I'll just save my Fateful Absences here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can technically attack and force them to have something in their hand. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have enough to Hullbreaker. Okay. We got to go for it, right? We got to go for it. They Divine Purge. Okay. They get a Lier. And we'll just start going Fateful Absence on it here. What are they at? 21 cards? We're at 30. The environmental sciences, okay. Halvar is now what? 4? Yeah. Okay, that's still fine though. What can they really do? Not a lot, right? We're just gonna start by Fateful Absencing. Okay. They keep using their divides. We could play our own Lier here. When they untap, though, what are they going to do? They're going to shove it back in our hand, right? I can also play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I don't want them to do... Yeah, okay, we're going to pass here. I need all the mana I can get. Environmental sciences. It's been a heck of a game. I guess I can kill that. So what is the play? Is it to kill that? They have 2. No, they have 1, right? Yeah, they're going to kill me with that if I don't get rid of it. They divide it, okay. I think they're pretty much out of divides here, right? Do they even have anything to learn? Do they even have a learn? I cannot attack it again because ward 3. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 10 mana right now. They have so much mana. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, Doomskar costs me 3. I also have Discover the Formula. I think I'm going to start out by Doomscarring. How much mana? I'm going to have 7 mana left. They lightning bolt me. That means they don't got anything else to do. Means Lier's gonna die. How many cards? I'm at 28. They're at 18. I can still afford to discover the formula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it'll leave me 1 mana for a Fateful Absence. Just, oh, okay. Sure. I can't necessarily play. What do they have? What are they gonna do? They can still Doomskar me, right? How much do I have left? 1, 2. I have 7 mana, so I can only. I can't Fateful Absence their Hall of the Storm Giants, right? Is it Lier now for a blocker? Then they have to Doomskar and Lier just dies, right? Although I could potentially, yeah, I think it's Halvar at 6 here or Discover the Formula. Okay, let's pass. I'm not, no. They can deal with any creature I put out with ease, and they have so much mana. So essentially I've got to Discover the Formula. And if they don't have anything to stop, first I'll have, you know what? Yeah, I Discover the Formula. No, I don't. I Fateful Absence because of the stupid ward. They don't have many other counter spells left. Okay, it's not another manland. We'll know what, you know, if they don't attack with it, we'll know they have no divides or anything. They Discover themselves. Okay. Going for it. They got 13 cards. Okay, what are they going to do? I don't even know how many divides they've used. 6 or 7, it feels like. Like they could be through. They got to be through almost all of them, right? It could be 8. It could be 8. They could have used 4 twice. They have divided me so many times, I can't even count that high. I mean, I can count to 8. I can't remember over the span of this game because this game is so ridiculous. We got a lot to do there. I think we're probably actually going to die here. But maybe not. They still have enough for the Hall of the Storm Giants. Which I do have to Fateful Absence. Okay. They're at 10 cards. So the play is to... Okay, we don't need to Fateful Absence anything now because they're not attacking with Hall of the Storm Giants. Now we need to Discover the Formula. Right? On end step. And then we Doomskar and hopefully keep a Fateful Absence up. Yeah, I can't afford to use... Well... Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Oh, we get our Doomskar right there. Okay. Let's play a land and let's do a Doomskar. And then I can also Sunset Revelry. They don't have more creatures than me, but 2, 3, 7. I do get life, and I do get a card. Okay, good. I could also Silundi Vision. I've got a couple Liers, but I have to save the Fateful Absence with the ward. They Mascot. Okay. Eight cards left. So I got a couple Liers here. They'll probably kill a Lier, but I'll still get to respond on my turn with it. $23 cards to 8. Kate. Silundi Vision here. They don't even bother to attack with the Hull because they have nothing to deal with it. Let's get a Doomskar. Probably blue, not red. It's Doomskar. Keep our Fateful Absence up for the Hall of the Storm Giants. Seven mana. We need 8 to do it twice, which is kind of sad. But it still won't kill us in one turn. They divide it. Okay. Okay. Let's divide it again. Let's Fateful Absence it again here. Can we survive? They have 6 cards left. They're drawing a card. Oh, that's funny. They key to the archive again. 5 cards left. Can we hold on? What do we do? Do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 12 mana. Lier takes us down to 8. We've got some very cheap Fateful Absences, though, and divides in there, right? I don't know. It's going to be really close. They regrow the Hullbreaker. Nice. Yeah, cost one less, cost one less. Just double checking. Okay. One, yeah, they only had 6 mana, right? So what do we do here? Do I Sunset Revelry like a crazy person? Because what are they going to do? They're going to come back in. They're going to have a bunch of mana. How many times can I divide? There's a divide. There's a Halvar. There's Brittle Blasts. Sunset Revelry doesn't actually help us. Doomskar won't really help us. Got another Lier. Divide by 0. We got one of those, right? We can just do the divide attack, I guess. Doomskar, Sunset Revelry, no creatures. Fateful Absence. Yeah, okay. I guess we're just going to pass the turn. And I've just got a super cheap divide here. I guess they're just going to keep playing it and I'm going to keep dividing it. Because otherwise I have no cards, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to die here, right? They're going to flash in the Hull Breaker. I'm going to take 7. What else do I want to do? What if I... Okay, so I divide it and I make them play it again, right? It costs them 5 each time. Then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 14, 21 mana. I don't think I can actually stop them, can I? Okay, we're going to divide it once here. And I probably just want mascots maybe, or do I want reduced to memory? I want mascots, right? I can always discover the formula here too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's discover the formula. Oh, I misplayed that. There's a Galazeth right there. There's another Lier. There's a Shatterskull. And that's all we can do, okay? Epic game. Yeah, they attack. They do 7 to us. They don't have a lot. They have 6, 8. Okay, so what is the play here? Mascot, they just come in and they divide it, right? We have to get a Geistchanneler in to block. Right? Okay, so they don't stop that. That is 1 closer, right? So I think I have to pay the 3 life here for this land, right? Let's get as much land as we can. And then I play a Lier. And I get some divides back, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can go for 3 mascots. I think that's better, right? Or I can go for 4 Liers and go back and get what? I could Sunset Revelry. I could get Fateful Absences with Lier. How many times can they divide me? 1, 2, 3, 4. They need to play every card in their hand with a Lier. Or I can get a Galazeth Prismari, but that doesn't really help. If I resolve the Mascot, I think I'm in better shape than with the Lier. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 9 mana. Okay, the Hellbreaker, yeah. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. I know I'm recounting a lot, but I want to make sure I don't screw this up. So if I get Lier out now, what do? Then I Doomskar, but then I die to that, right? So I really just want a Mascot. Right? And then if I play a Lier, 1, 2, 3, I'll still have 2 mana to attempt to Fateful Absence the Hullbreaker. Did I just make it, maybe? If they Doomskar, I just die, and that's okay. I mean, I could have... The Divide, I only had 3 mana. It's gonna hurt if they have another Doomskar, but... It's GG's, right? I don't think I could have done anything else except... Because I can't stop the Doomskar. Wow.